Hello, my name is Felicia, the founder of Project Confetti Kids. And in this video, I really wanted to talk about how we can teach kids to have empathy for each other, empathy for other kids, because once that starts to happen, bullying will essentially disappear. So the best way to teach our kids how to have empathy is for us to have empathy ourselves. So I've seen this a lot, and it's really unfortunate, but I understand the passion and the feeling behind it. But a lot of the times, parents will come to me when I was in the traditional classroom and say, this other kid is bullying my kid. And sometimes that could be really the case and it has to be dealt with, but other times it was literally a misunderstanding, or the kid said something and it blew up, and the parent was told one thing and something else happened, and now it's this way bigger thing than it needs to be, unfortunately. And I think as parents, we have to show empathy for other people's kids. That is incredibly difficult. I can do it because I have had a lot of practice. I'm an educator, and educators, we love all children. They're all our babies. That's how I see it. They're all our babies. But when you're not in that field, I think it's a lot harder to show compassion for other people's kids, especially when somebody else's kid did something to your kid. And sometimes parents can get into the space of, I don't even care what's going on with this kid. This is what happened to my kid. And I understand, I truly do, because when it's really your baby, your flesh and blood, you want to protect them. But we have to learn to take a step back and realize that our own kids are not perfect. As hard as it is to admit that, and realize that our kid may have had a role in whatever altercation there was. So parents really have to show empathy toward the other kid and say, hey, this other kid may have hit my kid, but maybe my kid prompted it. Maybe my kid was screaming and yelling at them in the face and they had had enough. So I want to challenge every single parent to take a step back and realize it's like, you know what? Just like my baby is a baby, this other kid that I don't know anything about is a baby. And they are just trying to navigate this world and learn about this world just like mine. And to come to kids like that will change things, because then your kid will see it's like, hey, my mom didn't react in anger. She just wanted to know, or my dad, men, women, or my dad just wanted to know what happened. They didn't storm up to the school or wherever and be like, where is this kid? What did they do to my kid? No, I see my mom and dad saying, what happened? Why was this kid so upset that they hit you? How can we solve this problem? How can we be a solution instead of adding to the problem and escalating the problem? So that's how we teach our kids to have empathy for other kids. We ourselves have to do it and start using different language when we're referring to other people's kids. Instead of saying, oh, that kid, oh, I can't stand that kid. What did this kid do to you? I've heard it all. And I mean, even my parents were like that when I was growing up. But instead of saying things like that, maybe they flip it on its head. It's like, well, what is going on with that kid? Like, maybe he or she needs help. How can we help them? How can we be a friend to them, an advocate for them? So once we start to change our language and have empathy for other people's kids, our kids will have empathy for other kids as well. Because I've seen it. My little, who's 3, and I bring her up a lot because, she has no filter. And it's really funny. But I will say, like, she'll say certain things where it's like, she just heard it from me, because that's the way I speak. Like, if a kid gets hurt, she'll go over to him and it's like, oh, are you okay? I'm so happy you're okay. And that's learned. That's a learned thing, because she could react in a different way. She can be like, ha ha, you got hurt, blah, blah, blah. But that's not how I react to her getting hurt or other kids getting hurt. So she kind of reacts the way I react. It's like, hey, are you okay? Can I help you? Because she'll be like, can I help you? Because she's 3. So we have to show empathy, and then in turn, our kids will start to do it. And then bullying will essentially disappear. That's what we have to do to help our kids learn how to be empathetic and not be so mean to each other, and just be nice and caring to one another. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, because I think it's really important, because I think this whole bullying thing is starting to get out of hand. Like, kids are getting hurt and hurting themselves, and we have to do something to pump the brakes on that, because it's really turning, kids are getting hurt, and that's not okay, and it's our job to protect them, and we have to get to the root cause, and I believe that's the root cause. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let me know in the comments below, is it hard to show empathy for other people's kids? And you can be honest. I've seen it from people that I know are good people, but it's hard when this other kid has hurt your kid, and I get that. I truly do get that. Like, my real babies are my babies, so I completely understand. But I think we have to try hard and realize that, like, while my baby's my baby, this is somebody else's baby, and there are no bad kids. There are no bad kids. So I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.